Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa. This is baby Lincoln. He is currently, he's currently 33 weeks old when I'm filming this portion of the video, but I actually filmed this video like 2 or 3 weeks ago and I deleted the first half of the video on the memory card before I added it to my computer. So this video is going to be like half now, half going back to the future. We're gonna look different. Lincoln's gonna be a little bit younger, but that's okay. We will get through it. Hi, baby. So today's video is going to be 20 to 30 week baby must-have products. I have filmed one of these, 2 of them before, so I filmed 0 to 10 weeks and then 10 to 20 weeks, and Lincoln was in each of those videos, so you can kind of see him grow up a little bit in each of those videos. It's so cute. But I think going forward, I'm gonna switch it from weeks to months. So I'll do like 7, 8, 9 month must-haves, 9, 10, 11 month must-haves. I'm not sure. It gets a little confusing with the weeks and the months, so we'll have to see how it goes. Okay, so the first must-have product is sleep sacks. So we stopped swaddling Lincoln probably, well, it was when he started rolling over. And he was, if I remember correctly, it was right around maybe 4 months. We had to stop swaddling him for safety reasons, so we switched over to the Halo sleep sacks. A lot of different brands make different kinds of sleep sacks. It's essentially just a wearable blanket. You zip it up, their arms poke out. It's not like a tight swaddle, it's a loose fitting like blanket basically. He likes the Halo sleep sacks. We started with the size small and now he's in size medium, which look humongous at first, but now he's almost outgrown the size medium, and we're gonna have to go up to a size large, which is crazy. But those are definitely must-haves. I'm curious how it's gonna work in the summertime because you don't necessarily need a blanket for warmth in the summertime, more for comfort. So we might get more like lightweight sleep sacks. I'm not sure exactly, but those were definitely a must-have product. The next must-have product is the ErgoBaby. We have 2 carriers. We have the Baby Catan that we used a ton when he was an itty bitty newborn. He still fits in that, but it's just not as comfortable. I think if I sized up, because that one does have sizes, then maybe it would work now as he's bigger. But the ErgoBaby is what we've used a ton, and it is so comfortable. It is very expensive, but I think it's worth the price because I feel like we can use it for ever basically. We got the, I think it's the cool version where it's supposed to be like breathable, but now that he's bigger, he fits in it perfectly, either facing me or facing out. And there's adjustable things on the actual ErgoBaby where you can like adjust it for legs and straps, and anybody can wear it. It doesn't have special sizes or anything like that. We use that all the time, whether it's just I wear him around the house as I'm doing chores, or if I want to wear him and walk to the mailbox, or if I want to walk around the neighborhood with him. I think it'll come in handy when we travel. We are planning on doing a plane travel soon, so I think it'll work really good for that. He fits in it comfortably, and I just really I like being able to wear him, keep him close, know he's safe, and then I'm also comfortable. The next product is the only product we have talked about in every single one of these videos, and it is our Graco pack and play. I think it's called not a travel system. Maybe it is called a travel system, but we got the fancy pack and play that came with a couple of little click-in things. So it came with a click-on changing table and a click-on bassinet. Aside from that, it came with a little stand that you could put those click-on things outside of the pack and play. So you have your full pack and play and then like a little stand where you can click on the changing table or click on the bassinet. We used those click-on things a lot. In fact, we still use the bassinet portion of it. It's technically a newborn bassinet. He's definitely not a newborn anymore. He's a really big baby. He's in the 90th percentile, you guys. But we still use that portion of it for him to sit in when I'm in the kitchen cooking and things like that. I got asked a ton in my Vlogmas videos and even just like Instagram stories here and there when I have him in that. Everyone is like, oh my god, what is that? That's so cool. It's a newborn bassinet. It just has an inclined seat on it. But most recently, we've actually got a ton of use out of the actual pack and play itself. This is the first time we've really utilized the product, like the pack and play portion, like where he sleeps. So he grew out of his Halo bassinet probably right around 5 months. He wasn't really comfortably fitting in the Halo bassinet anymore. Plus he was rolling around and I'd wake up and he would be in really weird positions, like pushed up against the side, or just, he just outgrew it at that point. But I wasn't quite ready for him to be out of our room. I still wanted him in my arm's reach at nighttime, so we pulled in the pack and play, put it in our bedroom, and that's what he slept in for a good month and a half before we officially moved him into his crib in his room. Now he's in his crib in his room. That is where he sleeps at nighttime, but we still have the pack and play in our bedroom just for emergencies. There was a couple of times, I think it was right after his 6-month shots. Also, we've had a couple of tornado warnings, so I just like to have him close by sometimes, but I think eventually we will end up moving the pack and play out of our room. Sad day. But yes, we've utilized every single portion of that whole Graco pack and play system. It was a really good purchase. It was really expensive, but we used so much. Okay, the next thing I recommend is a jumper. There are tons of different kinds of jumpers. They have the kind that you can hang in like a door frame. There's so many different kinds of jumpers. We got Lincoln the Jolly jumper. I ended up seeing it on somebody's Instagram story and their baby loved it. So I was like, I need to get that for Lincoln. So I think I got that for him right around 4 or 5 months old. I got him the Jolly jumper. You guys, he loves that thing. He jumps in it. He jumps super high in it. He squeals. He lights up when we put him in it. If he's in a bad mood, if he's cranky, we'll put him in the Jolly jumper and he loves that. I'm gonna be so sad when he outgrows the Jolly jumper, but eventually he will. I think you can use it all the way until they start walking, and probably even after that, as long as they fit in it. So that is something I highly recommend. It was another product that was a little bit pricey. I think it was $80. We got it at ErgoBaby, but he uses it so stinking much and he loves it. He loves that thing. Okay, the last product that was part of the portion of the video that I deleted was overnight diapers. So you are going to travel back into the past and hear me talk about some overnight diapers. Diapers were really for older babies, you know, babies that were potty training and needed that overnight pull-up to help them sleep through the night, you know, things like that. But they actually make overnight diapers. The smallest size I've seen is size 3. So currently Lincoln does wear size 3 diapers, but he started wearing the overnight size 3 diapers when he was wearing regular size 2 diapers. So we kind of sized up a little bit. They were the smallest ones I could find, and they actually ended up working pretty well. What I noticed was when he was just wearing his size 2 normal diapers through the night, it was consistent. Probably for a couple of weeks straight, he was peeing through his diaper, therefore peeing through his outfit, therefore peeing through his sleep sack, getting all over the bed, all over the pack and play, and I was having to wash everything every day, give him a bath every morning, and it was just a huge hassle. So I ended up buying the Up and Up brand from Target, and they've worked really, really well, you guys. It's only $15, and the pack is huge. It came with like 75 diapers in it, and you only need one a day. You only put one on at nighttime, and so it lasts 75 nights. We're still using that same pack of diapers. We're towards the end. We have since purchased a pack of size 4 overnight diapers because he is starting to almost consistently pee through the size 3 ones now. He does sleep completely through the night, so he wears that same diaper for about 12 hours straight. I cannot recommend overnight diapers enough. If you have a baby that wakes up wet every day, it's probably because they need a bigger diaper or overnight diapers. So Lincoln has teeth now, you guys. He has 2 bottom teeth, and I think he's towards like the earlier side of the normal range to get teeth. But he started showing signs of teething around 2 months old, and I think that's pretty normal, just super drooly all the time, wet. If you guys watched my Vlogmas videos, I change his clothes like 4 or 5 times a day, and right around 5 months it started to get really bad. Like he was just super drooly all the time. But other than that, I didn't notice anything like too alarming. Like he wasn't super fussy, he wasn't, you know, showing any like signs of, oh my gosh, something is wrong. But I was giving him teething toys simply to just play with. So right around 6 months, Matt's parents came in town to watch Lincoln while I went back to work. I have since resigned from work, and I am a stay-at-home mom, which is super exciting. But I remember it was like the first or second weekend that they were here, to Matt's mom, I was like, I think Lincoln is teething. She was like, no, he's too young. I was like, no, I think he's teething. And I stuck my finger in his mouth, and sure enough, he had a tooth coming through. And since then, he has another tooth, and he has 2 little teeth. I'll show a picture. Anyways, since he has been teething, He's really been enjoying teething specific toys, and he enjoyed them before he had actual teeth as well, like a couple of months before. 3 things that we have really, or he's really taken a liking to. The first thing is teething tubes. These were something that I saw on an Instagram ad, and I was like, those look pretty dang cool. So I ordered them. He loves them to death, you guys. He loves them so much. We call them his spit sticks because he just drools everywhere when he uses them. So teething tubes. Sophie the giraffe was definitely a good purchase. That was something that I wasn't gonna buy. I had it on my registry and nobody bought it for us for baby shower gifts, and so I was kind of like, yeah, no, I'm not spending $25 on a giraffe. And then when my friend was in town helping me put together the nursery, she was like, I'll get you Sophie the giraffe. And I was like, no, it's too expensive. She was like, trust me, you need Sophie the giraffe. And so okay, you know, so she bought it for me, or bought it for Lincoln, and he loves that thing a lot, you guys. I think it's nice because it has different sizes. He can chew on the head portion of Sophie, or like her nose, and it's a certain size, or the feet, and it's kind of like that squishy teething material. He really likes Sophie. The other thing he really likes are these 2 beads we got from Bye Bye Baby. I'll have to insert a picture because I can't recall the exact particular name of them, but it's basically a circular thing that is attached to a clip that you can clip on their stroller, or like he has a walker that we clip it on, and or the car seat, things like that, so that way they don't throw it out of the car seat. He loves those teething beads. I think it's because he can grab onto it and hold it and just like chew on it just so. So those are the 3 teething things that we have really liked. Okay, the next thing I'll recommend is a walker. And I know there's a lot of controversy as to whether or not you should get a walker for your baby. I chose to get one. Lincoln got to the age where I could tell he wanted to do more. Sometimes he doesn't necessarily want to be held, but he doesn't want to just sit there and do nothing either. We got him a walker. It is on the smaller side. It's kind of like a smaller walker. I think they recommend it for ages 6 months plus. And he loves that thing, you guys. He zooms around the house. We do have hardwood floors. It doesn't scuff up the hardwood either. I was kind of worried about that, but he zooms around. It does have little toys and sound making buttons on the tray of the walker that he loves to push, and there's little clips on it that you can clip on things like the beads I was just telling you about. I recommend a walker. I'll link the one that we have down below. He really likes it. Okay, the next thing that is definitely a must-have during this phase is a high chair. And I don't think you need to get anything super duper fancy. You can probably even use like a bumbo seat with the tray if you really wanted to, but we have a high chair. It is nothing fancy. It's just a Graco high chair. Probably one of the ones that doesn't even really do a whole bunch of fancy things, but now he does eat solid foods 3 times a day, or purees. We feed him purees 3 times a day, so he sits in that thing 3 times a day. But right around 5 months, we started to feed him purees, and ever since then, he sits in his high chair, and I mean, a high chair is kind of an essential thing, don't you think? Last thing I have on here is the Baby Bullet, which is a kind of miniature blender for making your own pureed baby food. We are choosing to do purees instead of baby-led weaning. I always wanted to make my own baby food, and so actually Matt's coworkers purchased this for us as a baby shower gift. So thank you, Matt's coworkers, if you are watching. They bought us the Baby Bullet and the steamer component that steams the vegetables and fruits as well. And I use that thing all the time. It works pretty well too. I mean, it really isn't anything super fancy, and you probably could use any kind of baby food making machine, probably even a food processor or a blender if you have your own blender. But this works really well. It also comes with little jars. I really like the little jars that it comes with. They're just nice and convenient. They stack well. You can buy extra ones that stack together, and they just fit in our fridge really nice. Other than that, I mean, those are the main essential items that I have on our list. I think there's some other things that we've definitely used pretty consistently through his 20 to 30 week time. A lot of toys, a lot of floor toys. I try to give him a lot of floor time to help with his rolling and his crawling. He does sit up on his own now, which is pretty exciting. I don't know if you guys will be able to see. Nope, you could just see the top of his head, but he does sit up on his own now. He's a little wobbly, but oh, there you go. He's a little wobbly, but he does get a lot of floor time. He doesn't sit still right underneath of an activity gym anymore. So I have the skip hop activity gym right here that I told you guys about in my last video like this. He still uses it, but he doesn't stay put and just lay there anymore. He's rolling consistently, but he does like it. We've also really liked this thing right here. It's a baby Einstein toy. It just plays music and makes sounds and animal noises and things like that. It has English, Spanish, and French, which is kind of cool. So he really likes this. Rattly toys like this. He has these stacking cups that we've really enjoyed playing with. So, I mean, you probably don't need anything super fancy at this age, just stuff to play with on the floor. You probably could use kitchen utensils. I mean, if I'm being honest. The next time I tell you guys about essential products, he's gonna be such a big boy. So I'll be curious to see like what we continue using, what new things we have to introduce. He is eating now, eating a lot more now, so maybe I'll be able to tell you about favorite foods and things like that. We do hope to travel here pretty soon in the next couple of months, so I might have some good traveling recommendations for you guys. I also started making a list of things that are not necessarily essential, but kind of like unique baby items that I recommend for 0 to 6 months. Things that you probably wouldn't think to purchase yourself or even put on your registry, but things that really, really helped us out. So let me know if that's a video that you guys would like to see, maybe like unique baby items or unique baby registry items, things like that. I think that's about it, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Lincoln, you are all slobbery now, but say thanks, Baba. We'll talk to you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.